back in the studio, going to put together a quick little farmer's market bouquet. I like to work one ingredient at a time, so I'm going to use 5 apple mint leaves. And just like when I'm creating a bridal bouquet, the apple mint leaves are giving me the shape and the structure that I'm going to use. But since the bouquets are going to be displayed in buckets and people are walking up to them and looking down on them, the perspective that you arrange from is a little bit different than if you're doing a bridal bouquet that's going to be held here. So I'm focusing on working, I'm just going to spiral the whole way around and continue that with each of the ingredients that I have. Celosia. And I'm working in layers because I do still want to have a little bit of ins and outs in my bouquet. And a variety of shapes and sizes. Going to add a little bit of cosmos in here next. Gives me a completely different texture, really interesting. Now, rather than using 5, I'm just going to use 3. And then I have a couple pieces of basil we'll work in here, again, 3. Farmer's market bouquets, a lot of times you're doing them all and doing them real quick and you have a whole bunch to make. So if you can get yourself lined up and you've got your pattern that you're working in, it's really easy to move quickly through the placement of the flowers. Last but not least, I have zinnias, and these are our big focal moment. And they're great because they're flat on top and they have that nice face that's going to look up at all the passersby. I'm going to put the 3 smaller ones in. And then my 3 larger ones. A little bit of basil adds nice fragrance. Something too about farmers market bouquets that are a little bit different than bridals, I think sometimes, is that they're looking for something that's very bright and cheery. So color is very important in those types of settings, something that's very eye-catching and that people can see from far away, something that draws them in and over to your table. I made a lot of bouquets on the sidewalk last week, just with some leftover flowers that I had from the workshop, and the #1 request was, I want all the colors. So it's different selling on the street than it is for bridals. So perhaps you're a wedding florist and not a farmer, but you want to do a pop-up shop or something like that. It's something to consider. It was so funny, some of the first bouquets I made whenever I started were for my friend that was a flower farmer, Mary Ellen, and she said, no, really, Kelly, like, the first person who comes up and buys flowers for his wife, like, he will want a really bright bouquet. And I was like, really? Like, because I'm the lady who wants the all-white bouquet or something that's monochromatic. And sure enough, there I was at the market, and the man comes up and he wanted the one with all the colors. So I'd be curious to know what your experiences are in that regard as well. I'm just going to give this a little clip here. It's tough to do that with one hand. There we go. So this is just a simple butcher's paper, and you can get it that it's wax line, a little bit water resistance, which is a little bit of water resistance, which is nice. And then also having the stand that you can tear from, I think is really helpful as well. All kinds of ways that you can wrap. You gotta find the one that works the best for you and for your business. Coordinates with the look of what you're going for. I have this cute little stand with some twine that I'll take with me when I do the little pop-ups. But if you're doing farmer's market, you might want to get some clear sleeves, or you might want to have little baggies with water that you can have them sent home in or something like that. But that is up to you. But whenever I'm doing little sidewalk bouquets, that's what I like to do. There you go. Thanks for watching and for taking a little tour through my seed patch.